I guess competing, it's kind of changes over time. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to be the best, and I still do, you know, but it's that's all the only reason I was out there was to win, and, you know, show that I was trying to, you know, I could have been better than the next guy. But now it's kind of different. I still know I can do it and win, but I think there's a little bit more to it than just winning now. I know I can win events, but it's definitely, you know, for me to win every event or be consistent or get on the podium every event is a real challenge. So that's, you know, that's kind of a new goal of mine, is just to kind of be able to accomplish the little goals along the way to, you know, get the big goal at the end of it.
Levi Sherwood. That's with Mindy.
Into a heel clicker. That's a big combo.
The man of the night, of the weekend, Levi Sherwood. Nicely done.
Yeah, with X Fighters, for me, I just try to compete against myself. I remember the interview from Igo Sato, and he said he just goes out there and competes against himself. And the more I thought about it, the more it made sense for me. Because every time I started worrying about someone else or worrying about what they were doing, I kind of taken the attention away from what I should be doing. When I get to an event, I kind of just do my own thing to focus. You know, if I want to hang out with someone, I'll hang out with them. If I don't, I'll just kind of go off and hang out on a couch somewhere, listen to some music or do whatever, you know. Go watch some funny videos on YouTube or whatever I feel like doing, I'll do it, you know, just to keep me in a good mood and keep my head where it needs to be on the day. It's pretty good, it's pretty relaxing. Like, it's kind of like once I'm home, everything's turned off and I kind of just forget about competing for a few months, and then when January comes around, that's when I start panicking, trying to get ready for next year. Having my compound here is pretty cool. It's definitely more of a hobby building it than anything. You know, it just happens, so it works out for my training as well. But yeah, it's pretty much my oversized sandpit from when I was a kid. I got this Bobcat probably nearly 2 years ago now. Still don't 100% know what I'm doing, but kind of act like it, so it does the job, eh? Yeah, I guess so. If you want to look at it like that, it's a creative outlet or however you want to put it. But for me, it's just kind of stress relief. It's relaxing for me to jump in a bulldozer or a digger and build some jumps and then go and ride them that day. It's pretty fun. All the jumps there, I don't really ever do tricks on, I just jump them for fun and get my timing sorted and stuff, and when it comes to practicing tricks, I'll just practice them on my freestyle jump. I've always wanted to build like a BMX style of jumps, like a big rhythm section. Not that that's anything close to it, but that was the kind of idea behind it. I just wanted to have a big rhythm section with a bunch of jumps in line. If I look at it, you know, if I sit back and have a look at what's been done there, it's pretty cool to think, you know, I've done pretty much all of it myself, you know, with a bit of help from my friends and my dad along the way. If I was to teach a kid one thing, I guess I just try and beat some patience into them, I suppose, eh? As soon as you kind of be patient and figure out that it's all going to work out in the end, it becomes a lot easier, I think. Once you can actually see yourself doing something or believing that you have the ability to do it, it makes it a lot easier. I think the most important thing my dad ever taught me was just to keep my head screwed on. That's kind of one thing I've got from him over the years, you know. That's probably the most valuable thing as well. Yeah, for me, pretty much, I do what I want or what I feel. If I want to do something, I'll do it, and if I don't, then I won't. If I'm not having fun doing stuff, I won't do it either, you know. Like, I'll only do stuff when I'm enjoying it, and the day I don't want to do it anymore is probably the day I'll stop. So until then, I'm having a pretty good time. I don't know what kind of hooked me on motorbikes. I think just being around them when I was brought up. That's all I ever knew. My dad always had a bike and You know what I mean? Like it was in our family. I just grew up wanting bikes. I think all I ever wanted to do when I was younger was drive monster trucks and ride motocross, so I got halfway there. I guess crossing over from racing to FMX was kind of easy for me. It was definitely a lot more fun riding freestyle than it was motocross at the time. But yeah, and it kind of came a little bit easier. Like I didn't really try, and I still try, you know, real hard, but it kind of is a lot easier for me to do good in freestyle than it ever was race. I guess with sports like this, it's different for everyone, you know, like some people can train hard and not have as much like talent as others and still do as good, and then you look at some people who don't really ride much at all and then can go out and win and stuff. I like to think I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, you know. I'll spend every day on my bike, but then it definitely came a lot easier when I was younger. I have to work a lot hard for it now. I've been doing this for so long. I've been riding freestyle since I was 9, so it's 12 years now. It's probably longer than most people who are riding freestyle that I'm competing against. So. No one's ever really pushed me. That's the thing, I kind of always just cruise through everything. I guess growing up riding freestyle, some local boys who got us riding freestyle was Jaron and Brody Hendrickson. They built our first ramp and put it out at our house and kind of got us right into freestyle and got us in the scene. But saying that, I've also spent a lot of time riding with Mick Franklin over the years and going up to ride his house and using his foam pit, and definitely learned a lot from him and riding with him. When I come back home, quite often come out here to Daytona and have a go on the karts. Today was a pretty good day for me. I made top of the board for the month, so pretty proud of myself.
Just for the month, eh?
Now we're about to head out and get some fish and chips, grab the rods and go out fishing, so catch some dinner. I keep coming back home. Just for the reason that I think we're in the best country that there is. I've been lucky enough to see quite a few of them, and yeah, there's definitely nothing like coming back to New Zealand, eh? I guess I enjoy Palmy. I don't know, I just grew up here, you know, it's where all my family's from, it's where my friends are from, and just where I feel at home. So that's kind of why I end up back here.
The Red Bull X Fighters World Tour 2012. Join us on this breathtaking trip around the world.
Yeah, X Fighters is interesting for me. If you probably look at my X Fighters career start to finish, you'll see that I've won one, I've lost a couple, won one, I've lost one, I've won one, I've lost a couple. It's always up and down. You know, when you win, it's awesome, you kind of ride the wave, but then when you lose, you learn a lot. So it kind of seems I need to have a couple bad events to have a good one, but that's the thing for me, is trying to keep the good events rolling and not so many bad ones.
I got a feeling this is probably my best win I've done. I feel like I really had to work for it, and there's no point there where I thought I had it.
Levi Sherwood won 2 of the first 3 contests and made a huge step towards the World Tour title.
When I first started winning, it was like relief and excitement, and all the normal things, and then once I've kind of won a few, it's more just a relief, and then when I lose, it's just disappointment. So pretty much just try to win just to avoid the disappointment. I just get disappointed in myself, you know, I would have made a mistake or not rode my best or let something get to me and not been in a good mood to ride or something, you know, just some little thing I knew I could have done better. And yeah, that's the thing, you know, like even if I win an event and I know I didn't do my best, I'll still be a little bit gutted at the end of the day. So it's kind of always just trying to do something better is the challenge.
And this is it. There it is.
He definitely made me work for it tonight, and it was yeah, it was a big relief once it's all over.
Levi Sherwood is your 2012 Red Bull X-Fighters World Tour Champion.
Winning X-Fighters was definitely, I knew it was kind of possible ever since I first won Mexico.
Sherwood takes it. Red Bull X-Fighters, Mexico City goes to the kid from New Zealand.
Just kind of happened to start with. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, I think, and it all just worked out. To put it together for a series is a whole nother style of riding, and once I kind of figured that out, it was a little bit easier. Or it kind of just all came, you know. I just wanted to enjoy it. I had a couple bad injuries, and I just had enough. I wanted to be back riding the tour and enjoy riding and finish a tour for once, and that's when it all kind of came together. One thing I learnt winning the series was you don't have to be out there kind of doing the biggest trick every round, you know. As long as you're out there doing the medium-sized tricks pretty well every round, you know, and limiting the chance of crashing and kind of maximising the chance of finishing, you've kind of put yourself in a pretty good place to win a series. I think the biggest change I've seen in freestyle since I started riding was just a little bit more of a professional side come out. You know, it's kind of started from more of a bogan sport or all the people trying to rebel to, you know, like a serious sport with all these sponsors and big events and stuff. So that's probably the biggest change I've noticed. Yeah, we've got our little mini track out the front Dad built for all the kids, kind of just for them to come out and have a place to ride. There's not really too many local mini tracks as such. There's quite a few motocross tracks, but there's nothing where the mini kids can ride on. There's a few local boys around here, and I try to get them out and come riding whenever I can, and pretty much whenever they want anyway. So definitely, I think over the next few years I'll try to pass it on to whoever I can, whoever I think's capable. The most important thing for me is having fun. I think everyone's kind of picked that up if they've ever watched me or watched anything. But yeah, I try not to take stuff too serious. Don't want to grow old too soon.